Hello everyone, I'm Priya Chima, the secondary school counselor at St. Mark's School, and I'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about what we can do with our children to keep them occupied in a healthy way during the next 2 weeks of holidays. Normally, these 2 weeks of holidays would be exciting and we would have travel to look forward to, family to see, but unfortunately during this period, a lot of those activities have been curtailed. But it's still really important for us to find healthy ways in which our children can spend those 2 weeks. Now, one of the first things I always encourage is reading. Allow them to choose a book, take them to the bookstore in the first couple of days, let them pick their own reading material, let them decide what it is that they want to get themselves into, and let them buy those books so that they can read it across the holidays. It's really important to, of course, model good behavior, so it would help if we ourselves were reading and we ourselves were interested in that activity as well. The other thing is plan outings. You know, there's a lot of different things that we can do in the city itself, or things like camping, things like trekking, things like going out into the desert. And these are things that take a little bit of planning, yes, but it's something that we can plan with our children and they look forward to it as well because it's a little bit different from their everyday life. Another thing we can do is make sure that they get exercise, they're outside every day for a little bit, that they're eating healthy, and of course getting enough rest and decompression or de-stress time after school. And finally, let them plan activities for themselves. Let them create, build, paint. There's so many different projects that they can get into. Our kids are so smart and they learn so quickly from videos and Pinterest and YouTube, and we've seen this with them. So why not get them interested in creating something or doing a project that will last across the 2 weeks? So at the end of it, they actually have something to show for it. And they also feel a sense of accomplishment of having made something. You know, sometimes just creating something with your hands, carpentry work, painting work, any of that, sewing, it really helps in fostering or nurturing self-confidence, self-esteem, motivation, all of that. Now, for our older kids who come back to school at the end of the 2 weeks to exams, the first couple of days, I encourage them to decompress, de-stress, let them relax and re-energize themselves, and then let them start to plan a schedule of study for themselves. Let them make sure that they include periods within that schedule where they're allowed to relax, where they're allowed to join in family activities as well, so they're not feeling an overwhelming sense of stress or anxiety. And talk to them about their schedule, ask them questions about what they're studying, make them feel part of the family environment and community, even though they might be the only ones studying and their siblings might be relaxing and enjoying themselves. If you have any questions, if you'd like any more information on what you can do with your children over the next holiday break, feel free to get in touch with me. I'm available at the school.